Hi, I'm Matt in the Hat, and today we are unboxing this massive box of Tainted Grail, Kickstarter that I helped fund, and it is probably bigger than it looks.
It's certainly larger than it appeared in photos.
Yes, the first half of this video will just be seeing what's inside. We will have a pause at that point and probably have some lunch. And then we're going to be doing some sleeving, which is probably going to take several hours, and I'm probably going to time-lapse it. So, all the fun. So, here we go. I am terribly excited, and we will get this on the way. I have no idea how many components are in here, but it's a lot. A lot is the answer.
Right, got this side. I should probably say that I'm Hannah, a friend.
Yes. And we will have people in and out today, as this is my home. And we have some lovely packing.
Ooh, there's a surprise box.
Alright, so let's show that right up to the camera there. There we go. So it's a surprise box. Ooh, let's open the surprise box first. Alright. So, Tainted Grail is a board game. I know very little about it just yet. All I know is that it's kind of an adventure.
I played it once.
Okay.
So I know... And all I really know is it's kind of an adventure.
So we have a letter here. So I'll open the letter, and it's got a nice little seal. Alright. Okay. So, we have a symbol on the back. A little overexposed, but that's okay. It says, "Dear backer, we are incredibly excited to present you Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, the first part of an amazing adventure set in the dark land of mist and legends. This game was the biggest project we have set upon so far." Yeah, no kidding. "And the sheer scope of content you are going to experience is unprecedented." You hear that, YouTube? Unprecedented. Over 700 cards, which we're sleeving today. 100,000 words of the story, and over 1,000 unique arts in the core box only. This is not just the core box.
This is all the expansions.
So we're in for a long day. All of those things come together, forming an experience that we hope will keep you on the edge of your seat for long, long hours. Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon was also a massive team effort. Over 30 people worked on various parts of the game. We didn't only put countless hours into the development, but also our hearts and passion. For us, this game was something we always wanted to create: a vast, unique setting, an immersive, branching story with surprising twists and turns, cooperative gameplay that will keep your minds exercised. Excellent. We like exercising our minds. We want to highlight one thing: this game would never have become a reality without your support. We are not only talking about money. Sure, funding was an important aspect considering the amount of content and the unprecedented, again, scope of the production. I'm going to sneeze.
The letter does not say that.
Indeed. That would be very weird. Creating this game was at times daunting and required persistence and discipline. Day in, day out, we had to keep going. At the peak of our productivity, we are sure we would not be able to cross the finish line if not for your constant encouragement and support. Throughout the years, we have established a small tradition of adding surprise extra content for our Kickstarter backers, and this continues with the Tainted Grail. Please keep in mind that items you will find in this box are not stretch goals. Those are extra bonuses on top of your stretch goals. So, we have the Almanac of Avalon, a 100-long-page encyclopedia of Tainted Grail that we can use to expand our knowledge. And ISS Vanguard art book, which is an art book for the next major board game that they're doing. We really hope you enjoy both presents. We hope you enjoy Tainted Grail. We wish you many lit menhirs Many lucky encounters or exciting discoveries on wild trails of the island, and we hope the weirdness never catches up with you. Awesome. So it's Awaken Realms.
Then here is a large stone.
Stone, yes.
That Obelix
So
froze.
we'll just show these things. Almanac here. And inside we have a lovely sort of concept art book. Here's just one of the pages. So it's got this lovely sort of parchment colour to it. And it's long and has, let's just like pick a random page. Cauldron of Rebirth, also called the Père de Denis. I'm going to mispronounce everything, by the way. It was one of the most potent artifacts saved from the homelands, and one of the most nefarious, as it could be used to raise the dead. And it says, there's a couple of quotes here. One from Nianti, saying this holy artifact is evil is blasphemy. It can be dangerous, of course, but you also can kill someone with a silver sickle made to cut herbs. I guess that's true. And one from Yvain. I wish I had this cauldron when the Red Death first struck Kuanakt, but I didn't, so it does not matter now. I must look forward. So there's quotes and descriptive text of lots of things in the world, which I will be going over another time, not now, but that's that book. And what do we have here?
This is the art book of the ISS Vanguard, which I think is inspired heavily by Mass Effect.
Ooh.
At least in ship design, because that's a Normandy.
It is. Well, very, very, very similar.
Yes.
So we're going to take great care not to damage these things. And obviously this is an art book for something that's upcoming, so we won't be going too much into detail.
And completely off theme.
Yes, but...
It looks beautiful.
Oh, and it's nice paper.
Sounds good.
So it's concept art and world art. So here's a page. There you go, you can have that. Yeah, so there you go. Alright, so what I might try to do, oops,
I will remove the water.
thank you, is actually show you,
This is all the sleeves that we're going to have to...
if I
Put
can
on our
put this down to there. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to try and open the box mostly like this, if we can. So this is just sleeves. Alright, let's
Holy cow.
let's put this back up. Alright.
Oh, we're in for an odyssey, aren't we?
Alright, so here you are.
I'd like to point out that the box is this deep with sleeves.
And there's 100 sleeves in each of these packets, of which there are
Many packets.
20 or so. And then there's bigger ones, and then there's smaller ones. So this is a mini size, and this is the large size, and that's the medium size. Okay. Are you ready for this?
Okay, I guess I have to be at this point.
Alright, so let's put these ones together over there. Alright, so first top thing
It's called Echoes of the Past.
Alright. So that's an extra thing. Echoes of the Past. It's very light.
Yeah.
1 book of memories, 52 achievement sheets, 52 legendary actions and ability cards. So this is an expansion. It expands all 3 Tainted Grail campaigns. So this box is 3 campaigns. So the campaigns are Fall of Avalon, Last Night, and Age of Legends. And this adds personal stories and unique memories dedicated to each of the 13 playable characters. 13. Gather individual achievements and unlock short, interesting memories that will change the way you look at your character. So you learn more about them through their memories.
Cool mechanic.
Gain access to powerful one-use legendary action cards. Complete your journey of self-discovery to receive a permanent advanced character action. But stay vigilant, some things are best left forgotten. So this is an expansion, and it requires the core box to play. I'm guessing the corner is the best bet. There we go.
Usually is in this sort of packaging situation.
Okay. Yeah, we might need to place. Thank you. Things that we don't think of right at the beginning. Okay. We have a book of memories. Oh, so this is full of paragraphs. So on the left-hand side of under there is the, yeah.
Is it the door?
Yeah, the door.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. Even the white, there's a white one, yeah, that will be fine. So there's a bunch of paragraphed things in here for each of the characters. Obviously we're not meant to read this, so I won't. But there's a lot of information for all of these characters. And then there's cards. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to unbox the cards to this right now. I'm going to leave it all in a pile so that we know that this pile is the memories pile or the echoes of the past pile, so that we don't mix things up because we're going to have a lot of components.
Yes.
Right. And look at that packaging. That's great. Okay, so first big box.
Monsters of Avalon.
I am super excited. Alright, so we'll read the back of the box before we open it. It's actually really light. Please, thank you. Plastic miniature. Oh, okay, it's just
Minis. Cool.
as I struggle to open the box. There we go.
Alright, so we have a picture of our minis in here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, these are lovely.
Ooh, look at these.
Oh, that smell. One of the best things opening a new board game.
Hang on. I'm going to do the
Handover.
hand over, bring it into focus YouTube thing. There we go. I think this is a siren.
These are lovely.
I think that one's...
So we have some sort of snake. I mean, I might just put like them down here
I'm
at this stage.
pretty sure this one's a siren.
We have some sort of undead horse with a rider. He looks like he's got, I don't know, something around him. Maybe chains of some description, like a containment. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
There's an undead direwolf
Ugh.
over here.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is one heck of a whip.
Wow, yeah, that's
Actually,
slightly
it's
frightening.
It's a chained mace. It's not even a whip. It
Oh,
has a
wow.
ball on the end.
Damn, that looks scary.
A thing? It's a thing. I don't know.
Not a clue. We have a hydra over here.
Ooh. Kind of smexy.
Yep.
And stag, undead stag at that.
I think everything in here is going to be undead if it wasn't already. A warhorse, definitely undead.
Okay. We have a winged creature with a skull and some lanterns. I really love the lanterns hanging off this figure. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like almost a justice kind of feeling. What the heck?
I don't know what that is.
Some sort of undead horde.
And there's all these grabby hands coming out from the ground.
Wow. It's lovely. Well,
They're anchored in there.
Okay.
I don't...
An abomination
There's a 6-legged abomination here.
and one just with limbs and no head, as far as I can tell. Yeah.
Great.
Mm.
This one has far too many limbs.
Some sort of rat slash
Maybe a...
dinosaur thing.
Something. Whatever it is, it's got a mean bite.
An ROUS, let's say that.
Yes, that would work.
For all of you Princess Bride fans out there.
Ooh. This thing isn't dead.
Okay.
I don't think.
But he's got...
He's got a lot of sword hilts, but he doesn't look undead.
Birds can carry weapons. Maybe they're in him? Are they in him?
But it doesn't look quite as undead as the other critters.
It does look like they're in him, like people have tried to kill it.
I'm pretty sure that thing, based on the lack of bone, is alive.
Oh, Lord, look at the jaw on that.
Where are they putting all the spare heads that their critters are losing?
I don't know. We have some sort of like group of people.
I'm pretty sure this is the Black Knight in Lord of the Rings.
Okay, yeah. Alright, and we have some sort of like goblinoid sort of creature with
And
wingtips.
a knight.
And a knight. Okay, so
And I like that this
tells
you,
us how to get it back in there.
Yeah.
Do you want to start on that while
I certainly shall.
open the rest of this? So the next thing we're going to be opening is called Red Death.
Ooh, that does not sound very pleasant. There we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at these figures.
If these show up in a D&D game, run.
Oh my gosh, there's more?
There's always more.
Yeah. Did you see the size of the box?
I did see the size of the box. I can fit in the box.
Of course there's more.
Holy googa. Look at you, huh?
Alright.
That one does go.
Well,
Sorry for the noise of but we need to make sure that these are well protected.
well, I'm going to type up my assessment before I go over here.
Sure, sounds good.
Get to opening it then.
So this is an advanced campaign, Red Death. There's the box. Okay, the Advanced Red Death campaign provides a challenge for experienced groups of players. So this is going to be not opened properly for the next 12 months or more. But we will have a look inside at least. So it gives experienced groups of players, a new exciting story to play through, and new ways to advance characters. Journey to Camlan, the ancient human capital, abandoned during the plague of the Red Death. Okay, I mean, red's a different colour. Deal with new exciting threats with unique rules, such as separate mini encounters outlined on secret cards. I'm actually going to take my jacket off, despite the fact that my shirt is probably less than well ironed. Disrobing before you can. Alright.
Do we have... There it is.
Yeah. Can go back as well. Uncover the secrets of the homelands while making your way through locations dripping with mood and foul miasma. Arm yourself with new knowledge and find allies among two new races, the Wild Picts and the mysterious Fomorians. Learn brand new advanced skills and find unique ancient items, but beware of the horrific Dance Macabre that trots up and down the city streets to the shrill sound of pipes, inviting you to join their eternal dance. Alright, so again with the opening. So we have an exploration journal, which we will not open. Ooh.
A letter fell out.
Looks
A few
like actual
letters.
faction details, because it's got a faction name on them. Fall of Avalon.
It looks like these might be something to do with, yeah.
We've got a save sheet, food, wealth, rep, experience, magic, all sorts of things with statuses on the back.
Yeah. There's some minis in there, I see, some cards.
We won't open the cards.
No. There you go, we've got more,
But we'll
more
show-
sleeving to do later.
Yeah, we'll show these minis one at a time. Alright, so what we have here is some sort of horrific Bith band. I mean, no, it's not. I think they have blow darts.
Looks like it, yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, this is a cool figure. So he's got like a... Alright. So there's a tall one and a short one. Here's a
They've
short one.
obviously moulded these boxes around the figures.
Yes, it's well...
Very moulded. Alright, so...
Wow.
I don't know how much that's going to show, but...
This looks like some sort of lance, but it's curved. I don't know, but they're very cool. Alright, so we will sort that out a little bit later.
They look like they might be letters to these characters.
Last Night,
Because
Age of Legends,
it's direct.
Fall of Avalon. So it sounds like maybe it's history.
It's directed to you. If you took to take a look at it.
You, yeah. So it looks like maybe these characters have a role play of some description.
Yeah, I think it's new sort of.
And the journal is big. So cool. Yep, that's that. So that's another expansion for us to
Do you want to look at the base box last?
sort out. I mean, just in any order, as long as we keep it together is okay.
Alright, so here we have a stretch goal Age of Legends and Last Night campaigns.
Okay, more campaigns.
Yep, so there's two in that box.
And more models. Look at how many card things there are.
That's all sleeves.
Holy
This is why we set apart a whole day for the unboxing.
You are staying for dinner, right?
Yes.
As entertainment. Oh, good.
Look, here's the thing. As soon as I saw the size of the box and Matt said, want to come over when you wake up, I said I said we're having dinner, right?
That's a catch.
Alright.
Oh my gosh, there's still more stuff in there.
There's always more.
It's a box
Did
standard.
you not see the size of the box?
Yeah,
Okay.
Matt,
So-
I rang Matt. He's like, oh, new smell. Yeah, it's a new smell.
New board game.
Yeah, and he goes, oh,
Same sheet.
I got a parcel.
Some more character
These are
Description.
definitely character letters.
letters. Yeah.
They've got
That is so cool.
Mima, Sloan, Dagan, Fuel, Mabbed. So there's Mizzy, Duana, Cowlin, Febolt.
All interesting names,
Yep.
and we have some character.
And I probably butchered every single one of them.
Yes, yeah. I mean that's okay. There
I'm
you
so
go.
sorry.
All right.
Okay, well, I'm going to do some more study till I have to go with it.
Yep.
Okay. So, all right. So what
Character
it looks like to
sheets.
me is that this is a card-based or deck-based game, because these characters all have like some descriptive text about who they are. So this one is Thibault. So this is him here. Yeah, that's Thibault. Okay, and it says, on his way to Avalon, Knight Thibault contracted the Red Death. Betrayed by his family, he ended up confined on a plague ship until the king allowed sick knights to serve him again as Red Shields. So we have some stats here: practicality, courage, aggression, spirituality, caution, and empathy. So those describe who he is. He gets starting resources.
And there's a starting combat and a starting diplomacy deck.
So there's
For
two
each
decks
things.
for each character, a
Yeah.
combat deck and a diplomacy deck. And this is for every character in the game.
And on the other side, you can see that they've got some sort of unique ability.
Yeah. So do you want to do the descriptive text for the first
Yes.
one there?
Sure, this is Duana. And her sheet says, determined to do anything to defend her tribe, Duana made a pact with a power that few witches dared to contact. Her tribe expelled her as a result, filling Duana with bitter resentment.
Nice. So we'll put that Duana there. And we have Sloan here. Sloan has straining strike, fragile pride. When weirdness devoured his home, he was left with only stories of the glorious past. Now he's old and childless and wants to leave something behind, a story about his great deeds.
This is Mabt, who has a harp.
Ooh.
That's cool. There aren't many wandering storytellers left, even fewer still travelling between settlements. She's not one of them. She only wants to find her lost apprentice.
Okay, we have Naza, a master explorer, a traveller. Hang on, I'll show you a traveller from antique land, who, after years of wandering, ended up in Arthur's court. Following his flight to Avalon, he once again became an explorer.
This is Cowlin, or Kaelin. Born in a proud tribe that never accepted Arthur's rule, Cowlin formed an unusual bond with a she-wolf who saved her life during one of her hunts.
Okay. We have some sort of cook here, Dagan. An orphan adopted by a wealthy butcher. It's his turn to pay the debt to his community by ending the food shortage. He has an ability called Warming Stew.
Aww. And this is Fuel. F-Y-U-L. Fuel.
Yeah. Y'all.
Fuel. Here. Once a member of a prominent group of word hunters, now she is the only word huntress alive. Black Drifter killed them all.
Okay, so we have some exploration journals for these two campaigns. So Last Night and Age of Legends. I won't, get into them because they're expansions. We can open some of these figures though.
Which would seem to correspond to
Those.
yes.
It does look. That smell. Oh, goodness.
Yeah. So here are our character figurines.
Yeah, probably unimportant to pull them all out at this stage.
Yeah, well, definitely character figurines because look, there's the harp.
There's the harp. All right.
Yep. So
Those match them.
oh wow. Take a look at that weapon.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So it looks like.
There we go. That explains why there's 9 here because there's 8 in there. There's a mule of some kind, or
Yeah.
as well.
Okay. So yeah. So this is a Last Night campaign 1. This is the Age of Legends campaign deck. We have a little deck here, which is secrets, with layouts of dungeons by the looks
okay.
on them,
Yep.
and also some relics and items and stuff. So there's secrets. Again, later on we'll be sleeving some of this stuff. We'll sleeve the base box first
Yep.
and see how we're doing for time.
This all looks like you could easily put the cards back in.
Yeah.
I like that. They've really well designed this.
So we've got an encounter deck, or several encounter decks.
There's a piece of foam in that one.
Events, special events. So there's special events A, encounter, oh gosh, special, okay, so more special events, special events,
Oh wow.
special events,
Lots of events.
and a pack donkey with reference cards.
That would be the donkey.
Alright, so that will be sleeving later on, once we've done the base box.
Yep. And we're not going to be doing the advanced sleeving unless we have
We'll see how our time is going.
time. Yeah. There's the
So,
character cards and
I'll that's okay.
is this the does that go with that one too?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
What's that?
Was that there?
That was there, with the
Okay.
Book of Memories.
Sure.
Need to keep them separate.
Yeah, I just wanted to check because we were putting stuff over here.
Cool, so that's that. Lovely.
I will put that over with the monsters. And here
Well,
is
before we open that,
our base
put
box.
that there.
Yeah. Figured if we at least get that out, we can access what's left.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is quite heavy. We have some coins.
And that seems to be everything in our box.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll open all
your
these
box,
little.
but whatever.
So on one side we have a skull. Do you want to show this close to the camera?
Yes, we have a skull over here. Oh, there we go. And the other has a
Cup. Chalice.
I'm going to assume that's the Grail.
And these are properly
These are good coins.
they're not just plastic. You can hear that.
This is a sketchbook.
Sketchbook. Okay, with
Someone's-
some art and
Hey, there's been actual printed, the character. I think a character has been sketching in it.
cool. Nice.
And we have
Something. Oh my lord. That looks amazing.
another book of some kind here, and it's called an album. So concept stuff, I imagine.
Probably.
Like the Vanguard one? Yeah. Alright, so it's...
More concept art. Wow.
Yeah.
Looks good though. Some
It's
lovely...
really thick.
A lot of time that'll be going through that book and having a
Yeah.
look at some of those lovely, beautiful pictures.
These are some... Hang on, let me see. There we go. Least amount of glare. It's shiny paper, it's hard.
So put that one with that one. Now, we have a mat. Not me.
There's 2 mats on the table.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's solid,
really
isn't it?
solid. That's impressively solid, wow.
So we have a place, it looks like for maybe
I think this is exploration cards.
exploration cards.
For big cards, because it's too big, because you
Yeah.
know there's for cards that are twice this.
Yeah. We don't know yet what all of this is for, but that is a
But
solid,
that is not moving.
flexible,
Very,
it's not going to rip.
that's high quality, but that does not move.
Move.
Not even a little bit. I played a lot of it in Magic the Gathering, and I wish my mats were that solid.
Yeah, that's some quality workmanship.
Yes, it is. And that
Okay.
leaves us with
The main
the
box.
base box. Ooh, shine. That's very matte finish. I mean, I know the rest of them are, but that's a really nice matte finish.
It's got some weight to it.
That's got some weight to it. It'll get easier as it gets used.
Yes. Alright, so we've got a start here. Tainted Grail full of Avalon. This open and play guide will help you set up and start your first single player adventure and teach you all the basic game rules built for approximately an hour of play. It does not include any spoilers for the main campaign, but it will probably help us know how to play later on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether we will do a run through of that today, but I will do a video of this single player experience at some point. And there's 13 parts to it.
There's art on the sides of this box inside it.
Wow. Alright, so that's a single player module to help us learn.
I'm just turning it so the camera can see the artwork as well. Wow.
We have a rulebook, which actually doesn't seem overly huge.
No, that seems slightly less intimidating than it could have been.
Components are kind of intimidating though.
Oh wow, yeah, okay.
So, just so that you're aware, we have 10 dials, 8 time tokens, 4 quest tokens, 4 health limiters, 90 markers, 25 large markers and some dice. And we have 31 green encounters, grey encounters, purple encounters, blue encounters, you're going insane cards,
Okay, yes.
your dying cards, 63 locations, 9 help cards, 50 blue combat cards, green, brown, grey. Then we have 8 advancement pool cards, 22 random events, 70 story events, 30 maggots, 30 Beor cards, 30 Ailey cards, 3 divider cards.
I'm not sure I like the idea of any number of maggots in a board game, but thank you.
Yeah. Wow. So that's, yeah, we'll go through the rules, but that's a lovely rule book.
It looks lovely.
It looks very set out. There is some art inside. It tells you... It looks like it tells you everything. There's terror.
Lovely.
Mm.
So we have a exploration journal.
Yes, we've
like
come across that for the expansions as well. Again,
with,
some save
I'm going to
sheets.
assume is like the Gloomhaven campaign book.
This is our character letters. We have more character things.
More characters, and this is where the markers would be going then.
Wow. So they've actually got...
It's nicely inset.
Yeah, inset things.
That these will absolutely fit into.
Okay, so we can track... Can you hand me the scissors there? Yes, thank you. How to open this?
I think these are the plastic coins that the other ones upgraded.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they're the base ones, but we've got actual ones.
Metal ones.
That's nice.
Yeah. There hasn't been a lot of waste so far. I mean, once we open these up, there'll be more, I reckon, but so far it seems fairly not wasteful.
Okay, so again we have these character cards. They are on boards
Okay.
that they but they can be formatted the way that we saw them earlier. So we can put the other characters on here as well. So these boards...
So that the red ones would go into the spaces that are marked.
Alright, so our characters are Ali or Ali, who is an outcast whose entire family perished in the weirdness. She makes a modest living supplying healing herbs and roots to the locals. Yeah, roots to the locals.
So we have Bior, a local smith known for short temper and incredible strength. He does his best to conceal a festering, unhealable wound in his side he received under mysterious circumstances.
Yeah, we'll just put them back into their things. And we have Maggot. Charming name.
Yes.
Alright, so this is Maggot. Alright, a renegade of the Druidic Order whose innate powers are curbed by his destructive addiction to mixtures and mushrooms used by the Druids.
Ah, he's a junkie.
He is a junkie.
This is Arev. A simple farmer with a not-so-simple past. Years ago, as a young mercenary, he helped raise many villages and shrines to the ground. Now, a mysterious curse follows him.
And we will be finding out more about these characters over time. Okay, so that's those.
We've got some dice.
Some dice.
This one is north, east, south, west, north.
Okay.
So two norths. So north, east, south, west, X and blank side on that dice.
Interesting.
And this one is just a regular D6, but it's really pretty.
It is pretty. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it looks like a solid plastic.
Yeah.
That's a good sound.
Yeah. I will put
Nice.
those back in there too.
This box is still really heavy.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to pull these out.
We have a ton of cards.
Yeah, we'll get to the
As
cards.
expected. I think that's what's causing the heavy.
Oh Lord. I would say that I'm looking forward to meeting this person, but that's terrifying.
There's a slot in the base here.
Okay.
That our coins fit into.
Maybe we're paying tribute.
Maybe.
these figures.
They're amazing. These are incredible.
There's no need to like.
I wouldn't.
So there were obviously in any Kickstarter there's many tiers, and the tier above this one painted the figures.
There's a tier above this box.
Yes, there were several tiers above this box. But these are gorgeous as they are, and I think
I wouldn't want them painted.
I really like them.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's these large figures. Oh my gosh.
We've got some characters in here.
Probably representative.
Yeah.
This guy has a lot of arms. Bearing a lantern.
Okay.
As well as 2 weapons and a free hand. So he can do just about whatever the heck he wants.
We've got someone with a staff over here. Wow, these are not wanting to come out, are they?
But that's great. So here's the blacksmith, by the looks.
There's the witch.
The witch.
And here's the farmer.
She's, yeah.
It's a pretty
Showing a little bit of skin.
wicked sickle in that one.
That is. Oh, look at his muscle.
Mmm.
He is ripped. Lovely figures.
So the cards are still making this thing ridiculously heavy, but that seems to be the other
Yep, the health trackers and
thing. There's some empty plastic bags for sorting purposes.
lovely.
Always nice to see.
Alright, so
Looks like
looks like we're up to cards, yeah?
Yeah,
Because that's yeah.
yeah, because they're the plastic coins.
Okay, so we'll grab those because we may need them.
Yep.
Alright, so this is kind of crazy. We have a lot now of a lot of cards to sleeve.
Not including the
Expansions and
Expansions.
such. So what I'm going to do is we'll grab a drink. We'll pause this video. Obviously, this is nuts. But this is Tainted Grail. It looks absolutely gorgeous.
And if the art in the book is anything to go by, these cards are going to be very, very, very pretty.
So let's try and put these back.
Alright.
So I'll put a quarters in this video now, and we'll come back and open all of these cards and start sleeving. So, cool. And we'll probably, in our sleeving, read out random cards, try and make it a little bit interesting, but it is going to take some time. But that's okay. Look, I, who kickstarted this, am blown away by this.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and there's a lot here. Very much looking forward to playing this game. Looks like there's a bit to it. Some really unique stats. We're not locked into our strength and dexterity anymore. We've got, like I said before, aggression, courage, practicality, empathy, caution, and spirituality. And then we've got 3 tracks, which are energy, health, and terror. So it looks like there's multiple ways to harm and heal and things.
And there's special cards for going insane.
Yes,
So
very much looking forward to that.
that's going to be fun.
So I've been Matt in a Hat, this has been Hannah, and special guests coming in and out. This has been unboxing Tainted Grail, and we're going to do another. Yes, we'll put that there. And we'll put a cut in here and get the sleeving ready. See you soon.